Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and I hope you're all going to have an awesome day today. Yes, I do. And first of all, I just want to say I've got a band-aid on my finger and it keeps coming unstuck. Yeah, Dollar Tree. I'm not sure I recommend them, especially if you're doing crafting, because it's just going to keep peeling off on you. Anyway, we are doing Panalisa. Right. First up, we're going to be using this pack, which is really vibrant. Tip it into the light there. It's got all different florals in there. You can use it for junk journaling or card making. And today I'm making a card. I'm also using Panalisa's travel set. Now, the one that I want to use is this one here, the word love. That's all I want to use. And we're using this frame set. Comes with a set of 3, so you get the fancy outer, you get a stitched oval, and then you get this one, which I haven't poked out yet, naughty me, and it's kind of, you know, sentiment label. That's what we've got. Right, so I'm just going to move those out of the way, and I have done some die cutting. First of all, I've done my frame, and I'm having my base as white. I'm using a sheet of that cardstock there. So I've got a patterned base. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue that one while I've got it on the table. And once again, you have to forgive my throat. I have been to the doctors. It isn't good news, but that conversation's for another day. Right, let's get this stuck down. Just want to make sure I'm straight here. So I'm going to give that a good old squidge. One of the easiest ways really to make a card is to use pattern paper. It really is. If you use it as your base layer and your focal point, it's just really quick. Right, so we've got our base there. Now I have cut my frame sections all out in white. Now I want a white base layer, which is going to go there. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. But in these two, I've cut patterns paper. So I want this as my focal point for my oval. And this one, I chose a piece and I just wanted a little flower on the edge so that I've got this space here just to quickly stamp that love sentiment. So I'm going to glue this one down first. And just pop it onto here. I'm going to try and get it as straight as I can. See how quick it is? I mean, the camera's been rolling, what, 3 minutes? And I've done a lot of talking as well. Right, so that's our little label. And I'm going to stamp from this stamp set here that I showed. Just the word love is going to go there. And then I want to stick this on because this is going to be our focal point. And if anyone knows where to get genuine stainless steel pins from that are slightly longer than we get with our art glitter glue, please tell me, because I've tried several pins now that I was told they were stainless steel and they weren't, because my glue went like yellowy orange. So they shouldn't have gone rusty, I wouldn't have thought. I'm just making sure that's smooth and flat. There. And that is what is going to go into the centre of here. So how quick that is. Really lovely. Right, I'm just going to... This is the pin that I've resorted to. I know that this one is stainless steel, so I'm just going to poke that into there. Right, my love. So here we go. From this stamp set, it's just this little tiny script there. I can bring it up closer. There you go. So I'm going to get that one out. I've got my stamp block here. I use Alina Crafts stamp block. And I'm just popping that on. And I'm using Versfine Claire. So I just want to make sure that I've got ink on it, because it's only a small sentiment, but that's all that I wanted. Of course, you can die cut a sentiment and pop it onto this label if you want. But I just want this kind of off-centre. Just like that. Just the word love on there. So that it looks like it's part of the paper rather than something that I just stamped. So I've got that, and I'm sticking my tiny little stamp back onto the sheet before I forget it. There we are. Right, and now I've got nice dirty fingers, and I'm moving my stamp block. So I want these to be up on foam pads. I want this to be quite dimensional, and I'm thinking which bit I want on foam pads actually. I think I want this up there. So I'm going to glue this one down, and then I'm going to put that on foam pads as well, I think. So I've got that flipped over. Get some glue onto there. I've got glue in my centre first, and then I need to just apply a little bit, just to make sure those little outer points get stuck down, so that no one catches their fingers on them and pulls it up. So I want this bit closer up to the top, and I've got a bit of fluff there. So I'm kind of trying to get this straight, so I'm just positioning it towards me. I think that's it. I think I am central and straight. Just give that a good old smooth down. That's nice. And then I've got some Dollar Tree foam pads that I'm going to use. So I'm going to go just inside of the edge, because I know everybody likes to look, don't they, at how something was made. Well, at least I do. So I kind of hold things up to the light and have a good old look behind and stuff like that. Wait, I think 4 will do it. And just peeling the backs off here. Got a bit of fluff on there that I don't want. And then once again, I'm just going to raise it to myself slightly so that I can make sure that I'm in the centre. So before you push down on anything like this, make sure that you're exactly where you want to be. Because once you push a foam pad down, you're committed. Right, I'm quite happy with that, so I'm just going to press. And then all that's left is our really sweet love label, which can kind of overlap that if you want it to, or it can be lower down. It's entirely up to you. I kind of like the idea of it being overlapped, so I think that's what I'm going to go with. Remember, if you're overlapping, to always leave edges. And I always do that anyway, just in case I want to tuck something in or behind. So there we go. Just pull the backer off of that. And then I want to make sure that I'm central again, which is quite easy because you've got that little point to work off. So I want to see a little bit of that design. So I'm just going to go there like that. How quick and easy is that? Do you know what I mean? Just really lovely patterns. And if you weren't working with foam pads, you could totally do that exactly the same but flat, and do it on your planner page. Put your date or whatever you wanted to in there. I really enjoyed that. That's so pretty. Right. I thank you so much for joining me today. I truly do. As usual, all links are below, and I will be up with more from Panalisa tomorrow. Bye.